Hey everybody! Welcome to Bar Politics, the best thing to happen to local city politics until someone leaks a dick pic. My name is Josh Kumler. Thank you all so much for coming out to Election Edition, ladies and gentlemen. Because we've got our bar politics correspondents out in the field at every contested district in the city as they are represented by these bar tables. So, if you were wondering about the aimless arrangement of numbers, well, it's as arbitrary and confusing as the city of Dallas itself.
You know, dealing with the second largest library in the nation.
We have the second largest public library in the nation?
Where else are you going to keep all the homeless people?
Their youth each has something impressive record of civic engagement and equally impressive credentials.
Any red flags there?
Well, Rhonda Furman is super pregnant.
You'd imagine it would be difficult enacting true reform being surrounded by petulant children who do nothing but cry and shit.
I know, and imagine having a kid of your own, too.
My name is Daniel Caldwell, aka DC for D6, y'all.
So am I rightly assuming by the black tie that you are in fact a Mormon, DC?
Spanish-speaking Mormon Joshua, the only one in the entire world.
I believe that.
I want to kill the toll road, and I want to work on water supply, and I also want to reform the homeless shelters, having once been homeless myself.
Wow, yeah, surely he is the most interesting candidate yet.
My name is Chief Ozumbalinic X, and I am here to represent my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and to tell the truth as well as I know it.
I stand corrected. I didn't realize the guy who shows up at city council meetings wearing actual chains was running.
First, there's Paul Reyes. He's got the flashiest website, and he's also got the biggest pocketbook.
And I want to spend it all on you, baby.
As of airtime.
Important to these candidates. Except, of course, for Callahan's seemingly crotchety approach to the stray dog issue, which has made its way to the top of many responses about the future of the district, a prominent place on his website, and several documented offhand comments at completely unrelated city council outings. A full disclosure of Callahan's stance on stray dogs can be found in his new book, Killing Snoopy, set to be released later this year. But apart from spaying these Scooby-Don'ts running around town, Callahan has advocated for an aggressive approach to the panhandling crisis through increased police presence, the shelter outreach programs, and something else. I forget. I don't know. I don't need the line.
So now let's get on to those juicy questions. Now, candidates, if I was a pothole around White Rock Lake, what would you do to me? What's that? Really? I've just been informed that every single one of these candidates is happily married. So you can't date them, but you most certainly can vote for them coming May 9th. This has been a very successful episode of the Bar Politics Dating Game. I'm your host, Chris McCreary. Remember to spay and neuter your pets and also rent the 2009 Classic District 9 available at your local Redbox. Josh?
It's been an exciting race in District 4. Over 50,000 votes have been cast.
50,000? Holy shit.
That's right. And now the moment we've all waited for has arrived.
No, but Election Day is still on May 9th.
District 4's newest resident, a baby giraffe at the Dallas Zoo, has been named Capenzi. Thank you.
Okay.
Born famous at 5 feet 10 inches, Capenzi, which means loved one, in Swahili, will soon be making outdoor appearances. Let's hear it for tall ladies, everyone.
She was very vocal. She's a 3-time city council member. She's hoping to shut down adult video stores and stop Koreans from monopolizing the beauty supply industry.
Wow, okay. I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
No, Josh. If you want true race baiting, you're going to have to look at Eric Lamont Williams. The former Nat Geo photographer. He's running in order to repair the damage from slavery, Jim Crow, and racism.
Lofty goals for a city council member.
Yeah, but keep in mind, this is the man who, while in Africa, and I quote, brought light to dark places.
How is that even possible?
Now, before we jump to any conclusions, let's remember what Taylor Swift taught us. Haters gonna hate.
That's true.
And if Mr. Thomas is the victim of cyberbullying, he either has something really important to say, or he is just a huge asshole. Either way, you're gonna have to look somewhere other than the internet to decide. Back to you, Josh.
Dallas city districts are redrawn every 10 years based on U.S. Census data. And that means this map was drawn in 2011 based on data from 2010. And that means when we all go to vote on May 9th, we'll be working within a system that is 5 years old and has over 5 years to go before it will be changed. Meanwhile, we've got people moving here by the thousands every couple weeks. U-Haul recently named us the #1 growth city in the nation. That means we've got more one-way truck rentals coming our way than Brooklyn, more than LA, and more than the parents' homes of liberal arts majors. And because in the subsequent city hall meeting called specifically to discuss the new plans, a bright new future for the park suddenly seemed so much further out of reach. Because while everyone remained superficially supportive of the idea, there were no actual plans to enact it, just to keep evaluating it further. And there also was this vote about killing the alternative 3C, the $1.4 billion tolled road that never stood a chance. Because how could it? We've already seen Rawlings as some substantial cash flow riding on the backs of construction interests trying to make money off of this thing. As he himself said, referring to the Beasley plan, we've just met this beautiful woman, but I'm not ready to marry her yet. And how could he? He's already married to a big, ugly lady named Private Contracting Interest, who, in a reversal of traditional gender norms, spent over $1 million on a big old rock for him. This is how politics works in the city of Dallas. Campaign contributions determine elections which favor incumbents and those who seek to serve the moneyed interests. Once in office, the public officials continue to shift the rules to ensure the balance of power rests in their favor, whether it's drawing these district lines or handing over huge contracts to friends and donors. It's how we get debacles like Behar Street, Patriots Crossing, the horse park that we didn't even have time to cover in this shit, and a toll.
Wait a minute. He's an imposter.
Dallas mayoral candidate
Dallas.
Marcos Ronquillo, you're Wiley H. Dallas? What? Wow.
Damn right.
That's incredible.
Well, not really. I wanted an opportunity to give the grand vision and share with you poverty statistics, talk about meaningful meandering parkways.
But unfortunately, we're out of time. I'm sorry, Marcos. But let's give it up for Wiley H. Dallas and special surprise guest, Dallas mayoral candidate Marcos Ronquillo. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be here answering questions. So buy that man a drink. Buy us a drink because we just gave you a show for free. Signing off for Bar Politics, I am Josh Kumler. You guys have a good night.